here. Let's go let the world
trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all
We had a school shooting, which just is the worst. Man, F these kids. Why do they have to take down people with them? But the weirdest thing that came out immediately after the school shooting was that Madison police chief shooter started doing his rhetoric. Don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to use the wrong pronouns. Oh, but when it's Luigi, we immediately knew it was a dude within seconds. Oh, that's a guy. That's definitely a guy. So the police chief came out and was saying that he or she or they may not have wanted to identify, and it's not important. Yeah, we don't want to offend somebody that killed children. We don't want to do that. No, this is America. We look after our criminals. We want them to feel safe and secure here. We don't want to offend the people that are murderers. Look, we're the left. We're the left. We're the Costco guys. We're the left. We don't want to offend school shooters, but we want to celebrate leftist, Marxist CEO killers. We're the left. We're just being leftists. We're a little crazy. I'm gonna make a Costco guys video. Hey, we're the left. We're celebrating Luigi right now. We don't know what to do with Natalie yet. We haven't been given orders this morning yet. An L tattoo for anyone getting the Luigi tattoo? How dare you? That's beautiful and brave. If I walk into my office this morning and I see somebody that is wearing this tattoo, I'm gonna celebrate them. Oh, how brave of you. How brave. Are you gonna like that tattoo in 20 years? You're gonna have to tell your grandchildren that, yeah, there was this guy that went around and killed a CEO and then got busted at McDonald's. And I celebrated him so much so that I put a tattoo of him on me. But again, we're the left. We're the left. We don't want to identify the wrong people. Now, Joe Biden did put this tweet out before the shooting happened. What did you know? I led the fight on 1994 and it can be done again. Ban assault weapons. I don't know. I'm just saying crap at this moment, says Joe Biden. So this was the weirdest part. We knew about the school scooter. But then the police chief came out and said these things.
We know that 3 people are dead, including the suspect shooter. We know that the suspect shooter was a teenage.
I never include people that are part of the dead and deceased as with the shooter. Screw the fucking shooter. Screw that shooter. Piece of shit.
Student who attended the school.
Sorry.
At this time.
I'm sorry. She's a piece of shit. I don't want to offend her, okay, guys? I don't want to call her it. This is the left. This is the left. But at this time, we're not totally sure if she's a female or male.
Student who attended the school. At this time, we're not releasing the age or gender of the student or any other identifying remarks about the student.
Thank you. If it was a white male, we would have done it immediately. Gay.
2 other people have died. That died were a teacher and a teenage student.
Okay, so don't want to offend her, okay? And then people are just asking, who the freak is this person? Who is the person that shot up this school? Please tell us anything.
They never fired their weapons.
That is correct.
Let's follow that one question.
I don't know if it's a male or female, but the police department.
Yeah, we're not totally sure. Don't you have a body? Don't you have a body if you killed her like you said you did? Yeah, we're not totally sure. We want to look at her past notes and her social media and make sure she doesn't have a they, them in the bio. Because if she has a they, them in the bio, we want to use it correctly. Okay? I'm a police chief. I'm not here to solve crimes. I'm here to stay in my job. And I know if I was to go out and say that it's a they, them, or he, I might get freaking fired. And that's a bigger problem than me. Because I don't care about morality. And I don't care about the truth. I care about keeping my powered position. It's fantastic.
Did not fire their weapons. Thank you.
They never fired their weapons.
So we don't want to offend this trans school shooter, which left everybody on the right to go, oh, okay. Okay, so you're not going to say the gender? It's trans. It has to be trans. Which led everyone online that's already, I've tried to find some of the old tweets of people on the right. And they've already went around and deleted their posts. Oops, she wasn't trans. How do you use X? Clean out my inbox? So it turns out that it wasn't trans. Some people have the balls to keep their own information out. The shooter is the trans leftist. The shooter is always trans leftist. Democrats causes to happen. Now, not trans, but definitely a leftist. And guess what, guys? We're not going to look into why, the left is creating more copycat killers or people that want to create murder and chaos. We're not going to do that because the most aggressive form of male out there is the right-wing MAGA extremist. Okay? It's the right-wing MAGA extremist.
I'm gonna come.
Me too, Donald. These right-wing MAGA extremists are scary to even look at in the same room. I mean, yesterday we talked about those two black teachers that are suing parents in school because a bunch of white kids walked around with MAGA flags on, which is worse than what happened at this Christian school. Okay? We don't need to radicalize these men like that. And so Joe Biden put out this statement just yesterday and said, today, the families in Madison, Wisconsin are grieving the loss of those who were killed and wounded at Abundant Life Christian School. It's shocking and unconscionable. Yeah, Joe Biden, say that word. Say unconscionable. I dare you to say that, Joe Biden. No chance, bro. I know you didn't write this. I know you can't say it. Then he goes on to say, we need a Congress to act now. Hilarious. Now, this is a hilarious take coming from Joe Biden, if I do say so myself. The guy that literally pardoned his son on felony gun charges is talking that we need gun reform. Hilarious. Look, my son doesn't have to live by any standards when it comes to gun, but you do. You need to live by those standards because you're scary and my son is a good, decent human being. As Joe Biden says, Hunter Biden is the smartest man I know. If you had a son and you were the president, you would do the same thing. If your son murdered a whole village of people like in Star Wars, you would pardon your son as well. If you had a son, God, if I hear one more idiot say that stupid line, I'm gonna lose my mind. I swear, everyone just picks up on one talking point and they're like, ooh, that's a good talking point. I should say something of that degree in the same talking point. I will say it. If you had a son, you would do the same thing. Or you're not a good father.
I'm gonna come.
You're a terrible human being. Charlie Brown, ugh. So she continued to put out these statements, which led everyone that has a brain cell to go, oh, she's a fembot. She's a leftist fembot, okay? Women are the only hope for this wretched world.
I'm gonna come.
Oh my God. But every woman have been brainwashed by moids for their too longed. They've internalized the patriarchy and turned on each other, always bragging for male approval and validation. Is that what you're doing right now? Oh, you're dead.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, sorry. Nobody cares. It's disgusting. I realize the truth. Men are irredeemable. Men are just irredeemable. Rad firm, hit, Shitler. Can't say that. Hitler word. Hitler was effing vindicated now. Red Femme Hitler. Red Femme Hitler is so cool. God, these people, the way that they idealize their own sector of humanity, their own sector of their cult is so cringe. Oh my God, the manifesto that blah, blah, blah put out is so hot right now. I'm literally turned on. I'm so turned on. I should do the same thing. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, God, this is like the saddest revelation of what's going on in culture today. Morning, Ferret. Every single male must be wiped out, from babies to elderly. Only then can women be free and create a new world. I'll be a pioneer. I'll be the first to take the next step. God, fucking sick, dude. It's just sad. It's just sad. At this point, these people are just so depressed and think that life is so meaningless and has no meaning and that everything is it's like the Limp Bizkit. Everything is fucked. Everything sucks. And then they're like, how do I redeem my life? How do I find meaning in my life? Oh, I'll alleviate the suffering of the patriarchal world and I'll save it. She was 15, Miss Berry. Every single male must be wiped out, blah, blah, blah. Only women can create a new world. I don't care if they're fathers, brothers, husbands, sons, teachers, police, and especially... Oh, there's the good leftist dropping the N-bomb. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Police and especially, N-I-G-G-E-R-I. Oh, yeah, the right-wingers are the racist ones. Yeah, the right-wingers are. Say the word. Don't be afraid. Say the word. God, every leftist is the same. The projection of the left is the most hysterical thing to me about how they are just like, oh, you're the racist. You're the ones. You're the racist. Oh, and then I'm going to drop a hard R with an ERS. God, these people are psychotic. I'll be craving to kill them all. Okay. So gross. A 15-year-old girl. She's 15 years old. 15. On Monday, shot up a private school in Madison, Wisconsin, wounding 6 others. Natalie was identified as the shooter, blah, 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 blah. Police were speaking of, and then her father. So the manifesto's out. Thanks, MSNBC and CNN. Yeah. What is it you want? What is you want? A world of Amazon women? Yeah, just big women everywhere. What's up, Chowder? On Rumble. Shout out to Rumble. The creation of a disaster is why it's so unfair. By me. Hatred has something everyone has gotten. It's a sense some people think is pure nothing, but because of hate they make, it ends up killing them without knowing it. Which, go right ahead. I don't mind to kind of do the same. You are simply nothing but scum to the world, or even think about nobody should want. Okay. Write more clearly. So she put out this manifesto, and one of the funniest things in the whole world about the whole manifesto crap was that she put out this link. So she has this this link about where is it? Sorry. She put out the manifesto link, and no one could click on the link. Nobody could click on the link. It was one of the funniest things in the whole world. And people are just mocking her for fumbling the manifesto. So she put out a manifesto. It was like, here's a link to my manifesto. Nobody can read it. Oops, I forgot to make my manifesto public. And so everybody was making fun of it. Sir, I need you to need help with your poster manifesto. Miss Berry said, what the F was going on in that home? I'm not totally sure, but I do know that I think she was just radicalized online, to be honest. I think she was radicalized online. I mean, there was countless posts of her saying that I tricked my father and I manipulated him to thinking I was okay and got him to get me guns and stuff like that. Chatter says, more proof that feminism is retarded and cringe. Truly. But the manifesto was immediately fumbled. And everyone's using this picture, but apparently it's more the girl on the right. As per usual, the media is very selective with how they want to view people. It's the same way when you have any kind of killer of certain different races. A media will choose like that person, even if they're like 25 years old, they'll be like, here's a 16-year-old picture of the killer. Look how sweet the kid looks. He's a total sweetheart. They do the same thing with this. So the school shooter, they've been using older pictures and just worse off pictures. Where'd she get that gun? I don't know. I think we're going to find out where she got that gun. But the manifesto was totally effed up. And she posted this picture on her Twitter timeline. Oh my God, got you guys. It's so cringe to me. Everything about her is just the worst. And so here was the file. I tried to click the file not too long ago and got nothing up. I don't know if they just took it down immediately. But I like that this comment right here. Come back from hell and publish it correctly. Come back from hell and publish it correctly. Retard. It's the funniest. Way to F up. The manifesto was posting screenshots so hard. Hope they don't take you home. The internet is truly undefeated. No matter in the midst of the saddest thing in the whole world, they still have a capability of making it hilarious. And that's why we're here for that. I'm not going to read this whole manifesto because what's the effing point? Everything about it is feminist bullcrap. Everything about it is bleak and black-pilled. Everything about it is that this world sucks and there's nothing we can do about it. And men are in charge. Blah, 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 blah. My life is the worst. Look, you can have these thoughts and you can be manipulated by people of the left. And that's totally normal and totally fine. But the idea that you're going to hurt other people with you, you're psychotic and you need help. You're psychotic and need help. Violet says, I relate to this girl. I've been thinking about it all night. Like it all does take someone to radicalize a lonely, cornered kid. Yes. She was 15. I was 15 once too. I got turned out. Yes. I was 13 once. I was 15 once. I was in 7th grade once, being made fun of constantly, being picked on. And it's in today's world, it's easier to be radicalized when you feel like the world is against you, and nothing is more against you in life than when you're in middle school. Middle school is the worst. 9th grade is the worst. When you're that young, life is hard. Life is hard. And it's sad that you went to a Christian school as well, but there is an allure about the left and a lure about feeding into that emo ego. Look, I was emo at one point in my life. I had gauges in my ears. Gay. I was a scene kid. I went to shows. I felt like everything everything sucks. But then I started to grow up and realize that was my own anxiety, insecurity, and shit that happened to me as a kid. And go get help. Go get help. Go talk to someone. Talk to someone that will listen. If you are feeling this crazy and you feel like the world is this black-pilled, talk to someone to help you get you out of your cycle in your head. Never seen a crazy girl to do a crazy boy's job. Never send a crazy girl to do a crazy boy's job. The difference in those pics is that she lost her mind, true. The allure of the left is suspending personal accountability. It's child ideology. Yeah, I like that one. It's the Peter Pan syndrome. It's a Peter Pan syndrome, you know, that if life is going to be bleak and meaningless, act like a child forever. And also like set your life up that you don't have no disciplines, because discipline equals worse life. Miss Barry says, I have a 15-year-old. Gonna watch my back. Yeah. Watch out for those 50-year-olds. Watch out for those freaking 15-year-olds. But Violet, I totally empathize with that as far as like that you can relate to that. I also felt like the world was against me at points in my life. I felt like everyone was against me. But I never had that desire to take out other people with me. I never had that desire. And that is a deep desire. That is a desire to, because you think that the world is against you. The world is horrible. Everything is black-pilled. The men are taking over. The patriarchy is the worst, and that there's nothing you can do, and it's hopeless and meaningless. And therefore, who cares if other people die with you? And that is such a fucking bleak way to view the world. And I blame, I don't know who I blame. It's just sad. Should 15-year-olds be on the internet? You be the judge. You tell me in the comments below. We like to have fun around here, but every once in a while we get a little gushy and get a little serious because some things deserve a little bit more attention. All right, I'm going to work to help people. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. Drop a like on this video or share this on social media platforms. I'll see you guys later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out with us.